Matt, really good to see you. This video is for all small business owners. We are talking through some hidden costs, 4 reasons small business owners should report all income to the IRS. According to the National Bureau of Economic Research, small business owners underreport their income by as much as 30 to 50%. So can you explain why pocketing that cash instead of reporting it seems attractive?
It's attractive because instead of paying your favorite Uncle Sam, you're paying yourself. And
Yeah.
although in theory that sounds great, obviously there could be and there are some legal concerns with that.
Yes, so much to consider. I think the most obvious one, and we're going to tick through all of them right now, is the legal risk. Tell us more about that.
Well, you don't want to, in any way, shape, or form, look like you're committing not insurance fraud, but tax fraud by
Yeah.
underreporting your income. I mean, you have that in the state level and then also on the federal level. You really don't want to mess with Uncle Sam. He's the one uncle where you say, "Yes, sir. Can I have another?"
hmm And it's good to keep that in mind. So that's the one I think people think about a lot. Now let's talk through some more selfish reasons that you should report all income. And that is you are affecting the long-term health and growth of your business.
Yeah, so many different factors to consider. One is, you're going to want to get a loan one day, right? And if you're not, if all your pay is cash, you don't look good on paper. You definitely
Right.
want to look good on paper. So if you need to get a business loan, or if you want to, maybe you're younger, you're just getting started, you need to get a house. You have to have money on paper for both business and personal loans.
hmm Underreporting could also affect your ability to plan for the future and finance your retirement.
I'll start with the financial retirement. So we're
Yeah.
looking at 401ks, IRAs. So you can't contribute, right now you can put, let's say 8 grand a year away, depending on your age, into an IRA. But you can't put 8 grand into an IRA if you don't make 8 grand. You have to have that wage on paper to put that amount into your IRA. In addition to that, a small employer, even if it's just, you and no one else, you can still do a solo 401k where the limits are the same as a big 401k and lower fees, but you can put away a lot of money into your 401k. And beating Uncle Sam down the road by doing the Roth IRA or the Roth 401k, that's the win-win for you as a business owner.
hmm
It's
hmm
better to pay tax today than it is tomorrow.
hmm And how about insurance planning?
Yes, insurance planning. We do a lot of that, as you know, on the
Yes.
commercial liability and the property and the health. We do all that. And there's a couple common mistakes. One is, I'll just say, not reporting your revenues correctly. And the reason you would, an employer would say, "Oh, we only made this amount of money," because that's a measurement of risk for an insurance company. So if you made this amount of money, you pay that amount of insurance. You make this amount of money, then you pay that amount of insurance. And the challenge with that is you don't want to be in a position where you're committing insurance fraud. Lying on your application is not a good way to do business,
Right. Good point.
and it does limit your options for carriers in the future.
Mm. And of course, you want your business to be valued well, especially when it comes time to sell.
One day you will want to sell or give it to your kids or sell it to your kids, right? But even if you're selling to your kids and they have to get a loan, it needs to look good on paper.
hmm
So you want to do your books, you want to do them right. And we didn't even touch base on Social Security paying into that, but you do want to plan for your tomorrow today, plan for your
Yeah.
future today. A part of that is paying taxes and reporting things correctly. Do
Right.
business
Well,
right.
go ahead. Lay into that Social Security reason.
Yeah. So okay, we're going to shift gears a little bit off topic. So let's, as a business owner, I don't have to pay taxes. I mean, correct me. I don't have to pay myself W-2. And if I don't pay myself W-2, I'm not paying Social Security tax, which means I'm not paying into Social Security. So years ago, when I started from scratch, I was, trying to make it like everybody else, and I was paying my taxes every year, but I wasn't paying into Social Security. One day, I look at my Social Security report, and it's like, my goodness, that is not a whole lot. Right? And so I said, I better call my tax guy. And how can we fix this? And we started paying myself a W-2. And
Mm,
that just means I pay, you know, just like an employee, as an owner, I can pay myself 1099. I'm not paying into Social Security. I can pay myself W-2. I am paying into Social
mhm.
Security. And like myself, I do a little bit of both. So,
Right. Your
and
older
you'll be
self is
amazed.
thanking you.
What's that?
Your older self is thanking you.
Oh, totally. And if you're out there and you were like I was, you'll be amazed how quickly that Social Security jumps up by just paying yourself a decent wage.
Yeah.
It'll jump
Well,
up quickly.
I'm glad you brought that up, Matt, because of course you are a small business owner. You are very invested in this topic. If somebody wants to talk this through with you, how can they get a hold of you?
Give me a call, 425-256-3105, or send me an email, mberkland@choosevault.com. Remember, on the last name, there's no land in Lund. It's Berkland.
There we go. Thank you, Matt.
Thanks, Aaron.